Welcome to Living History. This is the unique show that explores the memories and experiences of the people who put this great nation on their backs when it needed it the most and carried it through some tough and special times, where we really explore the history of this country and the truth is stranger than fiction realities of how we got to be where we are. Tales of naval warfare capture the imagination. One of the main reasons they do is because when you're on a ship, there's nowhere to run. And when the ground beneath you goes away, if it's sinking out from under you, you're going with it. It's a terrifying prospect. Most of the people who served in the Navy that made it out of the war, their ships made it too. If the boat didn't make it, chances are many of the sailors didn't make it. And it's terrifying. One of the stories you're about to hear that we're very lucky to have shared with us is a story of a survivor. A man whose destroyer was split in half by a Japanese bomb and where 2/3 of the crew was lost at sea. And he was one of the fortunate few who was able to make it out alive. This is an important story, and we are very fortunate to have it shared with us. Thank you.
We ended up in an invasion in Cape Gloucester, New Britain. And we had been firing shells onto the beach and the trees and that. Because you can't, those islands down there are rock underwater and trees from there up to the top. And we were on the invasion. We'd been escorting LSTs and various landing craft into the beach and out and in and out. We were way out in the harbor, or in the Cape, and there was several airplanes. They were having dogfights up in the sky, and all of a sudden 2 of them dropped down out of the clouds on top of our ship. And it was a new ship in the South Pacific. It was the Fletcher class destroyer is a very large destroyer, and we had 5-inch mounts. We had all kinds of 40mm gun turrets and 50 caliber gun turrets, and we had 10 torpedo tubes and all good stuff like that. It was a very well-armed boat. We got hit midships right in front of the second smokestack and on top of a torpedo pod. We got hit with a 250-pound bomb, and it broke the ship right in half, almost. It twisted it this way, and that's the way it sunk in about 5-6 minutes, 8 minutes max, from the time it got hit until it sunk. And we lost 108 or 109 men out of 220 or 325. And those, we had very few wounded because seemed to be that if if you didn't get killed in the first explosion, you were in pretty good shape after that.
Like most people, you probably bought an annuity, life insurance, or other financial product to provide for your future. Unfortunately, these products are often improperly explained and carry hidden fees and risks that can erase the benefits you thought you were getting. In short, you may not have it all what you were promised. My name is Stephen Roth, and I'm the founder of WMI, a unique company dedicated to protecting the public from negligence and fraud. Our 360 review tells you exactly what you really have, and unlike other companies, we're only paid if we improve your position. Insurance and investment companies rarely do the right thing voluntarily, and most agents are concerned only with their commissions. Clients who are sold the wrong products have recovered millions of dollars with our help, and we can also help maximize what you and your heirs receive from insurance, investments, and more, guaranteed. Call us today at 1-877-OPTIVIZE. That's 1-877-678-4847.
Got off and we of course had life jackets on. Whenever you're at general quarters, you wear a life jacket. That was part of our captain's and the Navy's rules. Went over the side, and of course our life rafts are built that when they go underwater, they break away from the boat, and we get up on the life rafts, and I think we had the ones that weren't blown to smithereens were there was about 3 or 4 life rafts was all there were for 200 plus men. There was nobody had any problems in the water. If you weren't wounded, it wasn't too bad. We were in the water for about an hour, and then we were picked up by 2 other destroyers from our task force, the Lamson and the Shaw, I think, picked up all of our survivors. And the fight was still going on up in the sky up above us. There were airplanes, P-38s, and other Corsairs, and we're having problems with the Japanese up in the sky. It was rather entertaining. We didn't have time to be frightened. I mean, there was, number one, you had to get off the ship, get away from it. One bad feature was we had, apparently in the explosion, some of the depth charges that they use for submarine attacks were made to go on fire, which means that they will drop. When they get to depths, they explode. Well, there were several of them exploded in the water, with us in the water. But you didn't have the big, huge plumes go up in the air like we see on television, because they were down quite deep when they went off. I think our ship is in about, the water off of that island is about 2 miles deep. I would love to see that boat now. That's always been the back of my mind. But that's impossible in that depth.
Thank you for coming to another episode of Living History. We are so fortunate to be able to bring you the stories that we do, that we've been able to capture the spirit of the history of these people and bring it to you in their own words, with their own emotions, telling you exactly how this happened to them. These stories could not be retold by somebody else, which is the whole purpose of what a living history is and does. It's capturing the fear of the moment, the joy of the experience, and the reality of the lives that these people led. I really hope to see you again on the next episode of Living History. Thank you again.
Like most people, you probably bought an annuity, life insurance, or other financial product to provide for your future. Unfortunately, these products are often improperly explained and carry hidden fees and risks that can erase the benefits you thought you were getting. In short, you may not have at all what you were promised. My name is Stephen Roth, and I'm the founder of WMI, a unique company dedicated to protecting the public from negligence and fraud. Our 360 review tells you exactly what you really have, and unlike other companies, we're only paid if we improve your position. Insurance and investment companies rarely do the right thing voluntarily, and most agents are concerned only with their commissions. Clients who are sold the wrong products have recovered millions of dollars with our help, and we can also help maximize what you and your heirs receive from insurance, investments, and more, guaranteed. Call us today at 1-877-OPTIVIZE. That's 1-877-678-4847.